Hello, hello, hello. Ugh. How is everybody doing? Welcome to JB's Crochet and More. I am Amber. I had to get the TV turned on and go brush my hair real fast before I got on here. Ooh. So, how's everybody doing? Can everybody hear me okay and see me okay? I cannot wait to rearrange this room, I think. I don't know. Yesterday I was thinking I kind of want to stay in front of the fireplace, but I'm not in front of the fireplace, it's not running all year long, so it's not like I have it all year long. Cold. It is cold here. Ooh, 6 degrees outside. 6 degrees. Welcome Linda and Rebecca and Scrimshaw and Monique and Margaret and Melissa and Tammy's Critters and Callie. Hello, hello. So, yeah, I got big shoes to fill tomorrow. So, good morning. Tomorrow we're going to try at the 8 o'clock and see how that goes. I don't know. I kind of want to keep filling that same time slot that Kim had from 7:30 to 8:30. At least my time, Central Time, it's 8:30 her time. Because then it does allow me to get my day started sooner with the kids and all that and whatnot. So my middle child just, again, looked like a zombie walking through the basement here, going upstairs, because I'm sure I woke him up talking. And that's part of why I don't usually go live from down here in the mornings, is because, they are sleeping. But it is 8:30. He should be up by now. Even though we homeschool and we allow sleeping in, we still kind of need to get up too. I know. I just don't have all the stories that she has. My hair is doing something kind of funky over here. Yeah. Well, and we are going back to I wouldn't call it a rigorous curriculum, but it's a more challenging one for them. It's not easy. And I don't want easy for them. I want them to have fun, but I don't want it to come easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to actually learn. Not that they're not they are still learning now. Like, they're learning even with what they're doing. So I could keep doing what we're doing now and be just fine. But we're going back to a curriculum that we started with several years ago. And I've regretted ever since trying anything else. So we figured out, or at least I figured out, that I prefer it better over all the others now that we've tried all the others. Kim. Okay, so Fortunate Creations, the lady at that channel, her name is Kim. And she has been going live for like well over a year now, every morning from 8:30 for an hour at 8:30 Eastern time. And she recently took on a job that is going to require her to be at the place of employment earlier than she's used to. So I respectfully went to her and asked her if she would be okay if I stepped in and took her time slot. So that way, those of us that have been used to this for the last year can still, come together every morning during the week on my channel, and then we'll be on her channel whenever she pops up during the week, or, especially on the weekends when she goes live on the weekends, because I don't do weekends. So it worked out perfect that, we could trade off like that. So welcome in, Regina. So yes, that's who we were talking about. So if you want to go over to her channel and check her out, Margaret if you wouldn't mind, I mean, I can share it, but if you wouldn't mind sharing her channel on the chat. So I got this bracelet in Hawaii and I absolutely love it. But because I wear a watch on my left wrist, I have to wear my bracelets on my right. But when I'm sitting at my desk, it's like this doesn't move very well. So it sits right here. Even with this ponytail out of the way, it still doesn't really slide around. And so it bugs the bejesus out of me with the mouse over here. Not that I need to mess with the mouse. I mean, my kids, see, this is how my brain works too. I'm a lot like Kim. My brain squirrels. I'm squirreling back to Kim. Thank you, Margaret. I do have 3 children, so they do provide a lot of entertaining stories on occasion. Just, I don't work around 500 kids like she does, where she has lots of stories. Oh, that is not hot. Well, I mean, it's warm, but... And I am also wearing my very wrinkled shirt, apparently, because this just shows you how good I am at getting things hung up as they come out of the dryer. And then I have my special friend Merlin. He's sitting over here that Kim sent me. And my mess right here. Hello, Kimmy. Yeah, Scrimshaw, I wanted to make sure that, I knew she'd be fine with it, but I had to ask her. It just didn't feel right not asking. You know what I mean? I don't like to assume. So I try to tell, like, my children and my husband, don't assume that people are going to feel or react this way, Give them a little bit of respect. At what point you don't, I don't know when that point is, because I am one of those people. I'm going to continue to respect you, or at least be nice to you, because I don't want to be the mean person. So, I suppose I could show you updates on what I did yesterday for crochet. Oh my goodness. Joanne, I completely understand how that goes. So, I have 3. These are so soft, y'all. This blanket, if this yarn is in any indication of... Did I say yarn or blanket? If this yarn that I'm using to make these squares are any indication the way these squares feel, this blanket is going to be soft. And it's not even washed yet. And it's like, I just want to keep like squishing this. It's so soft. And y'all, it is just... I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. So there you go, Scrimshaw. I just answered it for you. So I have finished my 3 solid week 2s, right? These are week 2s. I've actually been using this. This is that bag that Russ has been showing on his live. So a lot of people got like the ones that are like this. I was one of the lucky ones that got the what did he call them? The beta testers. No, these are the ones. Hello, Kimberly. So these are the taller ones that he wanted to test out and see if people would like them. I love this. I've actually been using it. I need to put a little strap or something on it so these feel like they're being used. I bet that sock monkey blanket is amazingly soft. What am I looking for in here? Oh, I put the cards in here. They were in the front pocket here. There's a lot of room in here. Like, it goes all the way down. Oh, did I miss Lana? Hello, Lana. I saw it, Melissa. I think I saw it on her page. Uh-oh. My card got bent a little bit. Oh, that might have been for my daughter when she was messing with it. So I got... So you've looked online, but you think it's better to go to store and see first. Yeah. I completely agree. Like I prefer to touch my yarn. Like I want to go and physically pick it up and buy it. The only time I'll order it is like with the big twists. Since I already know what it feels like and I know what the colors are, then I'm okay with, ordering on the Joann's website and picking it up. So, I don't know why I have these two out. So, I finished my 3 of these. So, I have one for the week that was drawn, and then I have 2 extras for fillers because we're using the week 2 and week 4 as fillers. I should have done week 1 instead of going to week 4, but I went ahead and did one of week 4 so far. I found out, y'all, if you were on Marty's Zoom Monday night, I made a purple square with a 6mm hook, one of these with a 6mm hook, and it came out to 5.5 inches. So I had to frog that out and go up to a 6.5. And this came out closer to a 6-inch square once I was done with a 6.5mm hook. I tried to use a 6.5mm hook to make the solid. So here is my second one. I think I have 2 of these done. Yep. Please tell me why the solids. You'll see, like, this one's very, like, part of me thinks it's the magic circle that cinched it in. I don't know, but, like, do you see how this one's, like, all wavy and then this one's flat? Why do the solids do this? Why do they do that? But if I lay it flat, like this one's actually flat for some reason. I think this was the first one I made, though. I think those are going to look awesome together, y'all. Granted, these may not be right next to each other in the blanket, but these 2 colors work great together. Oh, goodness, Melissa, that's funny. Chicken at the back door for her breakfast. Go feed the chickens. Yeah, so these I may have to, do some stretch work to it. So I stretch it out, it kind of flattens it. Yeah, I love the colors too, Melissa. They're Melissa H. I just noticed I have both Melissas in here. Yay! So, now I'm working ahead, y'all, apparently. So, and that's fine. I will go the rest of the month without working on these granny squares because it gives me a nice little break once I'm done. But I still have to make one more of the solid green ones. Cool, Kimberly. I can't wait to see it. Hold on. The solid squares get wavy because the top of your stitches are bigger than the chain stitches in the purple ones? What do you mean by that? Oh, because these are going into the chain space, or the I don't do any chains. The one, I did do these differently than the pattern. I made mine without the chain one space in between the clusters. So, okay, I think that's what you mean. So this is this is a solid granny where it's the stitches all the way across. And then this is a classic granny. My thumb keeps sticking to my squares because I have a snag right here. Yeah, so this is solid. So it still has holes in the corners, but it doesn't have holes like across the rows, if that makes sense. Good morning, Jeremy. So I think these solids, even though they're wavy, if I just stretch them out enough and, you know, I'm sitting here trying to do this, maybe that'll, the heat from the friction might, iron them out. And then once I attach them as a blanket, it will, yeah, that's not helping really. It will it'll pull them into the squares anyway. I'm not that worried about it. I was just like, why, stop catching on it. Why are these turning out so wavy compared to these, So I was just curious, like, why is it causing that? Anyway, I meant to mention, or I started mentioning that with the purple ones, I had to go up to a 6.5 millimeter hook to get my 6-inch square after 4 rounds. I did 4 rounds, like the picture calls for. I'm following the picture. This is also 4 rounds. I had to go back down to a 6 to get this to be a 6-inch square. The 6.5 was too big. So make sure that you adjust your hook size or whatever you have to do to get your 6-inch squares. So I had to change a hook size between the two. Good morning, Sugar. So I can do the whole sugar song for you, but I am not going to take that from Kim. That is Kim's thing. She does it so awesome. I'm going to let her be the one that does that for you. So just know in spirit, we all know what it is. So I have one more green square to make, and then I will work on week 1 in week 3. Does anybody have any questions on what cards they need to be doing, or you guys could be doing if you wanted to while you're waiting for your decks of card? If you're following along with me, you can make your solid grannies and solid solids. So these are easy to do. Just go look up on YouTube, classic granny square. You want to do 4 rounds and make it 6 inches. Make it a 6-inch square, so 6 inches from here to here and 6 inches from here to here, not corner to corner. You don't want to measure that way. You want to measure across and up and down. So there's the classic granny, and then there is the solid granny square. If you look up solid granny square, you will find the pattern for this. This waviness is driving me crazy, y'all. It's driving me crazy. I mean, I could do it, but it's her thing. I don't want to take it from her, I know I know she doesn't own it or anything, but just, it's just her thing. It's just, everybody has their thing. And yeah. There you go, Lana. So those are the granny squares that I have done so far. And we are working on, so if you're following along and you're working on these with me, we're going to do the first 4 for the first 4 weeks. So as long as you get these 4 done in January, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you do extras of these, the 2 solid ones, to make fillers. So anyway, so there you go. Those are the first 4 cards that we're going to work on over the next few weeks. Let's see. I don't really need these. I don't know. I had them out to just make sure I was following the correct pattern, but I already know how to do them. So I'm going to be doing all 50 of the cards in here, and make a blanket out of them. But in order to make a solid blanket where I don't have like a couple missing somewhere, I need to do 54 because there's 50 cards. We need 54. 54 is 50. Okay, there's 52 weeks in a year, but that doesn't work out to a nice even rectangular blanket. So we have to go up to 54. So with these solid ones, I'm making 2 extra of each one. So I'll have a total of 3, at least for me. I'm making 3 of the solids and 3 of the the classic grannies in solid colors. And these will be our filler squares. So we'll have, these will be the 2 that we do for the weeks, and then we'll have fillers to fill in those 4 extra squares that we need. So, does that make sense? So we need 54 total squares, but 50 of those 54 are going to be these. So it is the Granny Square card deck. But make sure you get the one that says that the author is Claire Montgomery. So we need 54 total squares. So I have chosen to do weeks 2 and 4 as my filler squares. So I'm just making 2 extras of each of those. So I'll have a total of 3 of each. Yes, make sure they are the Claire Montgomery ones because there are fakes out there. And we want to support the original author, not the silly people out there trying to rip her off. Good afternoon, Louise. Welcome in. So I was thinking of, all right, I want to make knitted hat. What is going on with my hair over here? It's static. That's what's going on. Okay, so I have been a part of making beanies and hats for a charity called Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. If you guys are familiar with K&K Crochet, they have started a charity where they collect hats and scarves and stuff to hand out to people in their area. I think, so I want to start doing something like that for my area, but I don't have all the research done for that. Like, I have foster care companies or people here, organizations. We have foster care organizations here, homeless organizations here, all kinds of stuff like that around here. I need to look into them and see which one I want to maybe possibly start collecting and donating to with, the hats and stuff. And so, but for I think this year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to make and donate to the BMO, the Bumblebee Mountain Outreach charity that they have going. And I'm trying to figure out how many hats I want to make a goal for myself, because they're so easy to make that I could make one in about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes on my Addy machine. Yes, so Jeremy, Lana, Claire Montgomery has another box set coming out with flowers and asides from the granny squares. I want to get one. I want to get that one too. So I'm trying to figure out how many hats a week I can make and get it, ship them off to them and help them with their numbers for this year. So I'm thinking they had a goal of 1,500 last year, and I think they went over by about 100 or 2. And so I'm trying to figure out how many. I'm thinking I could do easily. I think I could do 10 hats a month, because that's roughly what, 2 to 3 hats a week. Now that's if I stick to it, though. I don't know if 10 might be overshooting. Maybe I'll do 5 or 6. I like an even number. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. Thank you, Margaret. You're so awesome. They don't pay you enough. The YouTube streets. Not that they don't pay you at all anyway, but I'm just saying to be a moderator. You don't, yeah. Moderators don't get paid enough. Actually, no, they do. I think, at least for me, I get paid enough in the support that you guys give me. That's my payment. I'm watching my fireplace over here, making sure it's still going. 100 hats. Yeah. See, I don't know. I think 100 hats would be fun. I'm trying to drink this while it's still warm. I should have popped it in the microwave for about 30 seconds or so, like Juan does, but I don't want to do it like so hot that I have to let it cool back down to drink it. It's just when I put my creamer in, it cools it down like really bad, like really quickly. So, yes, I appreciate you, Margaret. Did you guys see the static here? It's from all that dry air from the fireplace. Oh, let's see. What else did I work on? I officially made it into my third skein of the... I wish Kendall would come on here. I need to... I'm trying to feel along the edge here to see where I started the third one. It wasn't that long ago. Like that far around. Where's the knot at? I thought it was in the white. Maybe I missed it. Because I frogged this thing back a couple rounds a while back, and maybe it was, and basically just followed the written instructions as it was written. Oh, it's right there. So the knot, so this blue stitch marker is a new round, or is at the end of this last round that I was on. This is where I'm starting the new round. So the round before, so I went one more round past the knot. So right here is where I started my new cake of puzzle yarn. I know. I was caking up my scrap yarn yesterday to clean it up a little bit, and I told my daughter, I have 2 baskets sitting over there. I said, this yarn right here is fair game. If there's any yarn in here that you want to use to make your granny squares or whatever, this is where you shop from. This, we don't touch this. But if it's in those 2 bins, they're fair game. So, hello, Terry. Yeah, so my daughter's a lefty, and she has been making these. She's just having to remind herself that instead of going this, instead of working it this way, she's having to go, reverse it. So she's following it this way, but she's doing it with her hands for her left-handedness. So they are not written for lefties, but she's able to figure out that, she somehow she's able to figure this out by just telling herself, the opposites, I guess. So there's Kendall. Your ears were ringing, weren't they? Because I just said I wished you were here so I could tell you. So, this is as far as I've gotten. I have not frogged mine back. Well, I frogged it. Stop it. Go down. So I'm getting excited to wear this thing. This is a little over halfway. I still have over half to do. But basically what I wanted to tell Kendall is, I believe you were working on this. I ripped it back to where it got, I think I was around like round 19, where so there's an increase around row around 20 or so, and I basically ripped my poncho back to that point. Not ripped it, but you know what I mean. I frogged it back to like round 18 or something, and went back and did it. And I've literally been following it by the pattern, the written part, and it's working out just fine. But to be honest, I have to tell you, there was a round last night I was going around, and I noticed I had too many stitches in one section. Just so this is one repeat right here between my two fingers, these 2 points. And somehow or another, I accidentally didn't skip one where I should have. So the next round, I did 2 together to make that one disappear. And honestly, when I came back around the next time to do the split single crochet into that one, it still turned out fine. And I was like, okay, good. Because I was almost going to like go back and just frog those couple rounds out to fix it. But I was like, you know what? It looks just like, it doesn't look like, you won't be able to find. I'd have to sit here. I would have to sit here and go around the whole thing to figure out where it's at. Yeah, so what, I mean, obviously you guys are saying it's pretty, so hello, Samantha. Lefties unite. Yep, my daughter is a lefty. So I'm hoping that once I get this done, it's going to be a long one because I'm already down to, like, this is my belly button right here. And it's not even, it is a 5-weight. Yep. It's going to be warm. Oh my goodness, she has a hat now? I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, I like it. I love the wave pattern in it, the shells. What was I saying? I'm on round 40. I'm starting round 44, and it has 68 rounds on it if I do the full pattern. I don't know if I can drop it, Monique, but I can see. Yeah, I'm anxious to get it done and steam block it to see if it flows better because it just has a stiffness to it right now. I am just now, Kindle, with what I have on here. That is 2 skeins of puzzle yarn. I'm 1 round into my third skein. So I have 5 total. So I'm hoping that I can get through. I shouldn't have to get more than 5, I don't think. I don't even know if I'm going to go out of the 4th one, but we'll see. It is I'm trying to find the front page so I can show you the front page. It is called the Enchanted Crochet Poncho by Brianna K Designs. Okay, Monique. It is available. I got it off of her Etsy store. Let's see. I don't know how to share. But why does it, even for me as the one doing the live, it still goes into top chat versus live chat. So yeah, Kindle, it just followed the written pattern. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I was I guess I was just thinking too much into it. But then, like I said, I just frogged it back to I didn't frog the whole thing out, obviously, but I just frogged it back to a certain increase spot and started following the written pattern word for word and step for step, and it's working out perfectly fine. So yeah, it's on Apparently Ravelry too. So let's see. Monique wanted the join the membership link. Why is that showing? Like, it's showing me as if I'm I'm watching my own stream. Show support for my channel. Like, it's my channel. Why? That's so weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know why I just automatically went to Etsy. So if my screen is looking a little hazy, it's because the sun is coming. It's like shining right here into the back door that I'm sitting right next to. So it's causing a bit of a halo. I don't know, and I can't figure out why. It's weird. There. Okay, Margaret got it for me. Yeah, I don't know. So if you're on a phone, on an Android, usually, let me see if I can show you. I'll try to go to my live if I can. January 8th. It won't let me go to it. Yay! Welcome, Monique. Thank you for coming back. Welcome back. Or welcome if you weren't a member before. Either way, it is greatly appreciated. Okay, I want January 8th. I want the one that's going right now. Like, why didn't you show me right now? Oh my goodness. There we go. So, well, no, it's not going to show me on here. I can like my own. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't show you on here. Hello, Maritza. So, oh yeah, I know how that is, Melissa. Monique. I can't hear you guys now. The fan just kicked on. Y'all ever get that way? Like, the noise level, I don't know. Like, a fan kicks on and you feel like you can't hear things as well anymore. Even though I can't hear you guys anyway. You know, it's kind of like when you're driving, you're like, shh, try to drive here. Don't make any noise. Like, the fan, it's so loud that I feel like I got hard of hearing all of a sudden, but I didn't. But no, I understand the whole card thing, Monique. We got new credit cards, like not brand new credit cards, but they sent us new ones. And the only difference was the security code on the back and the expiration date. And of course, guess what happened? We had to go and change everything. And so we'll get these notifications randomly now still if a card gets declined, because we're like, oh, there's another one we forgot about. Because, you know, there's so many things that you have out there that you forget about what you're paying for with that card. Hello, Kim. Ugh, no thank you. 19 degrees. My husband is such a turd. Like, there's been a couple times I have delayed getting gas, and he'll be the one end up getting it. And he goes, of course, leave it to the man to get the gas. And I'm like, well, yeah, but at the same time, I delayed it on purpose because I didn't want to stand out in the cold. And so I was hoping to go just a slightly bit warmer day and get it. Right? You turn the music down to see better. Yep, that's what it is. Like, hold on, turn the music so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Not hear better, but to, see better. Yeah, it's the fan on my fireplace. So we have a fireplace that has a blower that blows the air upstairs to heat the upstairs area, and I believe it. Well, we get the heat from the fireplace down here, obviously. The blower that it has on there. And so, Yeah, it's loud, and so when it kicked on, I was like, well, hold on, turn that down so I can read my comments better. It is now 8 degrees here. But see, Kimberly, I don't do it on purpose. Like literally the last couple of times it has been, I've like the one time I forgot. Legitimately just forgot to gas up. And then this last time I legitimately said, okay, I'm going to go the next day and get it because I knew I needed it that night. I still had 60 miles before I needed to actually gas up. Hello, Barbara. So I was like purposely waiting because during the week, I drive a lot during the week, but I figured it was going to warm up through the week a little bit. 20 is better than 6 degrees, and that's what it was when I needed to fill up. It was like 6 degrees outside, and I'm like, no, 20's just as cold, but it's slightly warmer. Oh my goodness, they're still off for Christmas break because of the weather. Ugh, I'm sorry, Rebecca. Right, Jeremy? Well, and Kimberly, I drive my car a lot, so I mean, I might as well be the one filling it up. And I don't like to put all that on him. You know, I get to stay home with my kids, so and homeschool and spend all his money. So, you know, I try to be a good wife and take some things off his plate. It just sometimes it happens to not work out in his favor. So, it is a lot of times legitimately me forgetting, or I put it off for a warmer day. But yeah, pumping gas in the cold, it's not in the cold that is the worst, it's the wind. That's what gets me. And I live in a place where it's windy, I swear, all the time. Like right now, it looks calm out there. Like I don't see the trees moving very much at all right now, but I live in Nebraska. There are, you know, no mountains around us to keep the wind from blowing us over. So I am starting on my third and final solid granny square. Yeah. So we joke that Chicago took our nickname. So they're the Windy City. Well, we're the Windy State because it's windy here. Is there anything else I was going to show you guys? Oh, my knitting. I should show you my knitting. Let me get this round done and then I'll show you. Excuse me. I'm having one of those moments where it won't clear. Right? Yes, Jeremy, exactly. It's like, nope, no wind, and then you get out and it's like, ooh, there it came out of nowhere. But yeah, being in the plains like we are, the wind sucks all the time. Where are you at? So I'm Omaha, Nebraska, so I'm like northeast central, like the eastern edge of Nebraska, Iowa border. So it's Omaha, and then you got the Missouri River, and then Iowa. So, and then on the other side of the river is Council Bluffs, Iowa. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Freezing wind blasts in the California desert. Ugh. So where is everybody at? If you didn't see Tammy's question, she's just wondering where everybody's at in the world. I know Monique, Melissa are both Florida, I believe, right now. Northwest Indiana. How far from Louisville are you again, Margaret? Alabama. Jeremy, why did I not know that? I'm a Bama fan. Please tell me you're a Bama fan. Missouri. Oklahoma, Central Florida. Louisville, Kentucky. How far from Louisville, Kentucky are you? Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking Indiana, but Eastern Oklahoma. Northwest. Oh, so you're up in the. Never mind. You're quite a ways from it. I know where Evan. Well, I think I've been through Evansville, Kentucky. I mean Evansville, Indiana. Well, welcome in, Woodland. A lot of Illinois and Indiana. Jeremy, did you say? Please tell me. Yes, Unfortunate Creations. So, who was it asking about? Kim, I can't remember. Sassy Mary, hello. Jeremy, are you a Bama fan or an Auburn Tigers? Please tell me you're Bama. Please say Roll Tide. I'll be sad if you're not a Roll Tide. I'll still appreciate you, but I'll be sad. Oh, so Melissa H is in Canada. Prince Edward Island. No. Tisk. Oh, that's right. Scrimshaw. I forgot that you were from there too. So you're 4 hours from Louisville. Okay. My dad and sister used to live in Louisville, Kentucky. Now my sister's in Lincoln, Nebraska, and my dad's in Pensacola, Florida. Upstate New York, yes. Oh, Jeremy, are you a Tigers fan then? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, okay. So you have family in Canada. Okay. I love seeing all these different areas of the country. So yeah, my dad's in Pensacola, Florida now. He used to live in Louisville, Kentucky, and we would go to Thunder over Louisville. I really want to take my kids to that, and supposedly it's coming back this year. I don't know how long it's been gone, but on their website it says coming back in April 2025. Nova Scotia sounds cool. Oh, that's right. And Louise is from the UK. Rebecca, you're 3 hours from Louisville. Okay. So you and Margaret aren't too far. Well, I mean, I guess you guys could be opposite directions of Louisville. I was thinking you guys are close to each other, but no. You could be opposite directions of it. I want to say we are 9 hours from Louisville up here in Omaha. Or at least that was the case when I lived in Kansas. I would assume it's around the same from here because it's interstate from here. So yeah. Like, see, it starts out flat. There's no waviness to it, but it just... Most of your family's in Louisville, Kentucky. Kimmy? That's cool. Louisville's a cool city. Kendall, the wind here sucks. Like, it's not that it's like blows hard all the time. It's just always windy. It just seems like. So I don't know. Like the waviness of this square just boggles my mind on how it does it, because I'm not like adding to it. I don't think. I almost don't need the chains in the corner, you know? Maybe that's what's causing them to buckle. I don't know. And I'm actually doing one less chain than they actually call for. So I am tweaking these patterns a little bit. Oops. Good morning, Amanda and Annie. I know, Amanda, you were already talking in here. Sorry, I missed you. So good morning. Yeah. It just boggles my mind that it does it. I don't know. You know, I've been crocheting since before my daughter was born, and she's 13 now. So at least, let's see, I think 2009 is when I was posting pictures about a blanket that I made. So that's how many years ago? 16? No, it's been longer than 16, hasn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. 16 to 20 years, somewhere in there. Yeah, Kansas is windy too. Like, it's just windy everywhere in the Midwest. Well, I know the true Midwest states. Like, honestly, I don't know. I guess Indiana could be lumped up in there too, but well, that's good to know, Barbara, because it used to be when we went back in 2000. When are my pictures? I have pictures of it from a long time ago, and I can't remember when we went. It was like 2000. No, we went before my daughter was born. She was born in 2011. Hold on, 11. No, yeah, 5. Yeah, I struggle to remember their birthdays. This is so bad. I know their birth dates, but the year they were born throws me for some reason. But yeah, she was born in 2011, so it was before then that we went last. See, look, starting to do the. It was so awesome. The Thunder of Louisville was so amazing. It was, and there is a reason why it is called Thunder over Louisville. Like, imagine a finale of fireworks for the whole length of the show, where the finale is the whole length of the show. It is literally boom, 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 like thunder the whole time. So I just need to stop worrying about the curliness of this and just keep reminding myself that when I put this in the blanket, you ain't gonna see that. Just, it's driving me crazy. My brain does not like it. Well, maybe we won't go back to Thunder of Louisville because I don't know. If it wasn't as good as it used to be, then I don't want to travel all that way for a show that's not as good anymore. Real coffee, and it still separates. Oh, Russ, you are fine. I'm glad you're here even for a couple minutes because you need to go rest and heal up. Well, and I did. I tried to do like a chain 3 and it didn't make a difference. So I was just like, you know what? It didn't make a difference. I'm just going to go back to a chain 2. Because honestly, it just caused, just put one more chain in, and the other thing I did differently is I'm like you. I like the magic circle. So I have the magic circle in the center versus the chain 4. I don't think that would make that big of a difference. But I'm also trying to make sure I don't cinch that circle too tight. So that way it's not pulling it in too tight, if that makes sense. So those are the only tweaks I've done is I'm actually making it with the magic circle because I like that better. Like you, Kim, I'm very much like you when it comes to the magic circle. Everybody has their own, way of doing the center, and mine is definitely. And then on the last join, the last corner where I joined to start the next round, I actually do the half double crochet join instead of a chain 2. So that way it actually gets me into the same corner. Whereas with this one, it actually has you going across the row and then doing the corners. So I'm doing some tweaks. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the hole in the center with the chain. I don't know if that would make a difference with mine. So, I mean, I could frog this out and try it with the chain and see, but then if I do that, it's going to make me want to go back and redo the other two. I might as well just continue. You know, it's my last square. I might as well just finish. I only have 2 more rounds left anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's for the house. It's for me, right? It's all good. We'll make it work, right? It's sick, as in it's sick. Like, it's cool. That's what we'll go with. Yeah. Well, yours will be perfect. Mine will be, you know, it'll have the character that is always built into my stuff. Oh. Yes, Russ, I know. I should, you know what? Maybe I'll make one square after I finish this one. Okay, you know what? Okay, fine. Never change what works. Well, usually it works for me, but for some reason these solids are just wonky. And it may be because of my tweaks. Who knows? Will you please come out? Fine, Kim. Fine. Fine. No, my solid ones are coming out wonky. They're just all wavy. Yeah, so the thing is, if you do the magic circle with granny squares, you can't crank down on them too hard or they will actually break the stitches that you put into the ring. That's what happens when people, when it does that, is because, is it chain 4?
Yeah, chain 4
for the solid. Yeah. So, see, Russ? There you go. Okay, so slip stitch. And then, I hate chaining 3, though. I don't like chaining 3. I like doing the stacked single crochet. Can I still do that? See, I'm wanting to do the single crochet, or the stacked single. You know what? I'm just following it word for word. Please put her down. If she wants up there, she'll jump up there. Stop it. I'm tired of you guys. Oh, that's the tail, not the working yarn. I'm tired of you guys not listening and doing that to her. Right? If it works and it's wrong, who says it's wrong? I like that, Russ. Using those, that's a good one. All right, so I chained 3. I need to look at this. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna go over just a little bit because the only one down here so far is my daughter. Again, chain and then chain 3. This doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right, Russ. So does it make it right or wrong? If it doesn't feel right, is it right or wrong? Like, I don't know. I don't know. If this turns out, I'm going to be like, okay, fine. I'll make more of these, and I'll follow it word for word. And I'm actually not following it word for word. I'm following it stitch for stitch, because I don't have I'm not sophisticated enough to have the written pattern out and the chart at the same time, Kim. This is wrong. I don't want to. Okay, chain 3, and then another 3. I know there's a way that you can cinch down when you do the chain 3 chain method and you have that giant hole. If you work over the tail, you can actually cinch the hole in a little bit. Things can feel wrong, but still work. So was it really wrong? Oh, goodness. Let's see. Chain 3. Ugh. I don't want to chain 3. I want to half double crochet join. All right, slip stitch, and then do we turn after every round? It doesn't look like it. Hello, Teresa. I'm going to be on here for just a few more minutes because I'm getting this. I'm going to see if this square works out better. All right, so we're on the solid. Let's see. 3 chain. They don't turn. They don't turn, Kim. Me no likey. I want to turn. And then woo, you're just not getting back in. Oof, warm up. Let's see. Well, each of the next. No turny. I don't like no turny, Kim. Ugh. I want to turn. Fine. I won't turn. Since we got started a little earlier, I'm going to go over just a few minutes. Because I want to see if this comes out smoother. Because if it does, I'm going to literally stand up and kick myself in the butt. Because I'm going to be like, look, Amber, you should have just followed the directions like you're supposed to. Fine. I suppose. But I don't want to follow all the rules, Kim. I want to buck against the system, right? Let's see. We are up to 8 degrees still. Did I miss something? Stack single and half double join 2. See, Jeremy? I would too, Melissa, if I had, or Monique. Scrimshaw, I'm the same way. I learned to make granny squares with the chain method. But then when the magic circle came around, I was like, ooh. And I'm one of those people, I'm a lot like Juan, where he doesn't like a lot of holes and things, and I don't either. Yeah, well, Scrimshaw, I have my fireplace going in my house, and it is working very well to warm up a 3,000 square foot house, and it's doing a bang up job because our actual heater doesn't run very much, which is nice. I'm almost done with round 2, and I'm already starting to go. Yeah, it's cold everywhere, Teresa. You're right. You're making the guacamole and chips. I can't wait to see yours, Rebecca. Kim's turned out so cute. And now she has to remember what all she did. Write things down, Kim. That's my yell at you moment, you know? Although I don't write things down either, so I really can't yell at you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slip stitch. Okay. So this is after round 2. It's still kind of doing it, but I have to admit, let me just show you what I'm about to do. Follow the rules. I kicked myself in the tush. The tuchus. I don't know where tuchus came from. Oh my gosh, I would take 32 degrees right now.
Me and Leah think you're crazy.
I am crazy, but hey, welcome to the cray cray world. Well, I guess I have some extra squares. Who wants squares? Where could I donate these squares to? Because I don't know what I'm going to use these for now, because now I have to make new ones. It almost went down the wrong way. I hate these lids on here. Took us all the time. Right? Me neither. Where did it come from? Where did we get took us from? Kick myself in the took us. Making a mess. Making a mess. Well, Tammy, my email is, if you, is there somewhere I could find an address, or do you want to email it to me? Yeah, see, that's one reason I'm trying to convince my husband to get us back to Alabama, but also, now that I've gone to Hawaii, I want to move to Hawaii. I told him he needs to figure out a way to work from his job while we live in Hawaii. Really? Is that where I must have gotten it from that too? Because from Hercules, because I watched that cartoon movie growing up. But now when I see Hercules, all I hear is Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. If you know where that's from, you know where that's from. So my email address is jbscrochet@gmail.com. Let me make sure that's right. Hold on. No, don't start that game again. You have to stay off the camera.
Where's the tablet?
Oh, I think it's JB's Crochet. Let me double check. I should know my own email address. But I don't want to tell it to you wrong, because I haven't given it out quite a bit, so I don't know. Yeah, so Kim, on your video the other day, you said your dad answered the phone yellow all the time. I do that all the time. I go, yellow. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Yeah, it's a dry cold here. It's cold. JB's Crochet. Okay. All right, Teresa, here it is. There you go. Yeah, just email me the address, and I donated those already. If I make any squares, I will, like little I might actually start making gauge swatches, and I can make them into squares and send them to you or something. So, yes, I actually do need to get off here, Kim. So that's a good exit out right there. Yeah. Bye, Kim. Have a great day at work, and good luck on your new position tomorrow. Or today. Tomorrow. You start tomorrow on the shadowing. I listen. I do. It just doesn't stick in the brain. Oh, my youngest just came down here a few minutes ago, so it's probably my clue to go ahead and wrap things up and get off of here. So I will be back tomorrow. We are going to try 8 a.m. Central Time and see how that goes for the next couple days. If you guys are okay with doing that, we may stick with that. Otherwise, we may just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how, if I want to do 7:30 or not, because I'm usually still in bed watching Kim's live at 7:30. But if I do this, then it'll give me a reason to get up. So I just, I got to make sure that my fireplace is running and coffee's made and all that stuff. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see you then. Don't forget, it's a beautiful day. Stop staring at me. To be kind and positive, and go make something beautiful. And as Yes Michelle would say, and have some fun today. I almost messed that up. And I'll show you how this turns out tomorrow.